Heidi, it's your host Tim Conrad here with some quick bits from the Wildfires, Floods, and Chaos Communications podcast. Join me today, Tuesday, May 5th at 1700 Pacific, 1800 Mountain, 1900 Central, 2000 Eastern, 2100 Atlantic, or 2130 in Newfoundland for the next live on Butterfly Effect Communications channels on YouTube, LinkedIn, and maybe on Facebook and TikTok if they'll cooperate. You can join the conversation. This one, I'm asking if it's really Emergency Preparedness Week and what gets people motivated. This episode may get postponed last minute as our team is active in emergency operations, so I may be needed. If that happens, I hope to reschedule for the following day at noon Pacific. I'm hoping a few people will tune in live and add their thoughts to the chat or on one of the social posts for this live episode. You can also text by clicking on the episode description. So, do you think this is the best week for emergency preparedness? What are your thoughts on emergency preparedness? Do you have any tips or ideas? I want to hear them. Let's share them with the wider audience. So I have that question during Emergency Preparedness Week. Is it really Emergency Preparedness Week? And I'm going to challenge the belief that this is the best week to prepare people for emergencies. I still think it's important to have it. So I'm not fighting that. I'm just saying I think there's better weeks. As well, I'm going to share some tips I've collected from residents and responders over my decades as a responder and a firefighter and working in emergency management. I'm also going to pop in some challenges to emergency managers and crisis communicators to push their preparedness to another level, a critical level. I really think we can always look to continuous improvement and be looking for things that we can make sure are better for us the next time. I want to highlight episode 23 from Evacuee to Emergency Manager, Robert Cosma, on Indigenous leadership, Indigenous perspectives from the Silcotin National Government leader. Here's a clip.
To make sure that we can make that better.
Yeah.
Like me, you, and all the colleagues that we work with day to day, we have the power to make that better.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, are we willing to work together to make it happen?
Yeah.
Right? Because, and I'm going to go a little political here, but we know we can't rely on political parties all the time to help solve a lot of these issues for us. Mm-hmm. But we can do it together.
Join me live later today. I've never rattled off all the time zones for any recording before. What you heard earlier was the first, yet it's a thing we hear in Canada so often. So here it is again. Join me live, 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic, and 9:30 in beautiful Newfoundland. The backup time is noon Pacific the next day, Wednesday, May 6th, and you can subscribe to live posts on the Butterfly Effect Communications channels on YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook. And you can expect to hear a recorded audio version on our podcast later in the day. Find all of our video and audio podcast channels at www.communicationspodcast.com. And please keep sending those topics and guest ideas. I really appreciate all the people who have reached out, from leadership trainers to responders, businesses, and volunteers. Please keep sharing and connecting. Musi!